Okay, everybody, welcome. It's your girl, LaShawna, right here with some more information. You know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it to y'all how it is, raw and truth. I got your girl, my girl, on the line right now, a welder. She just graduated, and her question is, or one of the questions is, how do I now get my foot in the door? I need some work. Where the bag at? Where the bag at? So we got, where's it at? We got our certs. We went to school. What's the next step? Okay, so I'm just inviting y'all in because somebody else may need some help, and whatever we may discuss, we just hope it be a blessing to somebody else. Plus, I'm gonna give you her information so y'all can go follow her, support her, give her a shout out. She's awesome and she's all of that. Okay, so so what we're about to do is to answer your first. Oh, let me just reiterate. So you graduated from school. Did you get any certs?
I don't think so. I believe I just went through the whole process of graduating school, getting my hours. Because I've been asked, do I have my cert, OSHA, and no, I have all that. And my other life was medical, but I don't have the shipyard certification. I don't believe so. So
So you
I've had some.
go ahead.
What was that? I said, I don't know if, well, no, I talked to a couple people where they tell me that I get offered a job, they'll give me the classes or training that I need, but it's not something that the OSHA training and everything I need. I don't believe I have it. So I'm
Well,
willing to take the classes, pay for it, or yeah, I just need to know. I don't want to get nothing, that's not needed now, or something that I don't do need now. I don't get it.
yeah. Well, number one, if you don't know you have a cert, then you ain't got it. Did you take any tests while you were in school? Did you take any tests, welding tests, where they cut you some coupons, usually a 1 inch coupon, and you filled it up, and then they cut it again in sections and bent it.
We did have to bend out for our last phase. In phase 10, we did have to do project 6G, 2G, and all the above,
Okay,
and then have to bend it out.
but they didn't give you any type of AWS certification.
No,
Okay, so then
no.
you're most likely not certified. But I would definitely, if I were you, I would definitely question the school, because I
Okay,
myself, I took one, it was like one semester, um, uh, in the, way back when, and
gotcha.
we did to finish the class, we did take a test, and they did do the bending coupons, and turns out, it was a type of cert that I could have used, but I never went and picked it up. But so sometimes, let me tell you something, especially being a female, listen, especially being a female, I don't care if you're in a female of color, okay? Because you know how things are these days. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? We just keep it real. But I loves me some all people. So especially females, you may not get all the nitty gritty. You may not get all the information. And the reason being why is because everybody knows that females are the best welders, hands down.
Um,
Why? Because we are patient, we are careful, we are particular about our work, we take pride in what we are doing. A lot of men, just a lot, not all of them, say get it in, get it done. It's pass or fail, pass or fail. That's all that matters to a lot of welders out there, especially if they've been welding for years. Is it acceptable or rejectable? As long as they get it a pass, they don't care how it's getting in there. But that could cause problems down the line. However, so what I would suggest, number one, if you're a graduate from a welding school and you're not sure you have a cert, you call your coordinator, whoever, the teacher, and find out, is there, and look for tangible information, like from the college, to find out, is this a actual certification, or can I carry this to any job or interview or whatever? Does it hold any value? Because that's what you want. It's good to take classes, but if you can find a class that's going to give you some value to where when you graduate, you can go start making money. Now, what I would do is there's two things. You can find, you're willing to pay for it. You can find, a AWS or CWI inspector, or AWS, that's AWS certified, a CWI, which is a certified welding inspector. You find one and you have them to test you. I don't know any in Florida. If you were out here in California, yeah, I'd be able to help you out. So all y'all Cali girls, holla at your girl. I got you. But yeah. So yeah, about the travel. So you want to get certed. There's plenty of CWI girls or gals and gentlemen that will, you could test at their house or wherever you have a welding machine, and they can write you up the paperwork for it, and you can perform a test. Okay. So, and that's going to take a little bit of research. You're going to you got to dig and find research how to get, tested. One way, an easy way you can find out, if you know any welding shops around in your community, you go to that welding shop and you ask them, do you have an in-house CWI? Okay. Most welding shops do. If not, they contract out. Both are beneficial. You find out who that CWI is. Find out who that inspector is that's working in their shop or they're contracting, and just tell them, hey, I'm a newbie welder, but I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my foot in the door. I'm hardworking. I'm on my grind. I need to find an inspector to certify me. When you're in this industry, you have got to be bold, girl. I know you bold, so you got to be. Yeah, I know you bold, girl. Check her out. She bold. Y'all gonna love it. I love it. I don't know about you. I love it. But anyway, I'm trying to get y'all set up here a little bit better. Y'all know me, I ain't got no good sense. Ooh, look at my hair, y'all. This is just disrespectful to come on here looking like this. But y'all know I'm a country girl, so I am moving and grooving and trying to make it happen. But your girl clean up good, so go on over there to LeyuDesigns and check out your girl and go ahead and support, because we on the mission. How's that? A little bit? No? Okay, well anyway, pray for me. So that's what you want to do. You need to get certified. Okay, the second option how to get certified is find your local ironworker union, your local pipe fitter union, your local boiler maker union, your local pile driver union. Okay, these are 4 different union umbrellas that you can get under. You could join, and when you join the union as an apprenticeship, you will be trained again on your welding skills and tested. And when you're in the apprenticeship school and you've done very well because you've already gone to school, then you'll get certified, because on a union job, you got to be certified. Okay. So I personally have my SMAW, which is stick. I have my TIG. I have my MIG. I have my flux core, and I have my 232. Now, flux core and 232, a lot of people are like, oh, that's the same, but it's actually 2 different certifications. So you want to find out where the money is in your state. But however, join the union. They will teach you. They will give you the tools that you need. Now, if you go to the union, it's not easy, or any in the welding field in general, it's not easy. I'm gonna say it again. Girl, talking about you think you got some haters now. Shoot. Now, but the benefit about the union is that being a black female, and I hope everybody out in the world can understand this, but you are a diamond. You are a precious jewel. You are, girl, you know what I'm saying? Because you are black and you're a female, use it to your advantage. But I'm glad you went to school, because when you go up in there, they need you. They need you to level out the numbers, okay? Point blank. It makes sense. They need you. You look good. We got a black female, and not only is she black and she a female, but she is the bomb. She know what she doing. Yeah, that's what's up, because it makes, it helps them, they want to bring some diversity in. There's not a lot of us, and there's plenty of support teams out there with in the unions that want females to join, want females to get out in the field, because we're a huge asset. You know what I mean? So you have a great advantage, and this is what a lot of females don't know. You have a greater advantage to move up in the chain fast, because there isn't a lot of you, but it doesn't come easy. It's a fight. So let me tell you this right now and get this good. You better know what you're doing. Okay? If you went to school, everybody got to start out somewhere. And if you want to join the apprenticeship just to learn and slowly move up and go for it. If you're going to pay the price for about 2 years, you're going to get talked about, you're going to get misused, you're going to get set up. I'm not saying this, to wish bad, but I'm telling you the truth, because there's some hateful folks out there. And especially, they're going to talk about you. Your name going to be everybody going to know you, because and trust me, I'm just going to let y'all live in the experience. What is going on? What is going on? But, so find the union. But the good thing about the union that I can appreciate, and a lot of y'all can appreciate, is because your apprenticeship coordinators or whoever the top person or whatever, they should have your back. They are there to fight for you. They are there to stand up to make sure that you are treated equally. You're getting paid, and that's the benefit about the union. You will be paid equally. There will be no question about your pay. When so-and-so get their raise after 6 months or 4 months or whatever that union is, their schedule is, you're going to get yours too. You're going to, as long as you get your hours and you do your school and things like that. That comes to the second portion of joining the union. You will be in school. They will teach you either once a month for a week, or 1 day out of the week, whatever the setup is, they will teach you. You will actually be going to class in a sit-down setting, and you will be learning book-wise and physical-wise what your job is, to master your skill. Now, here's something else. Now that you know how to get your certification, let's talk about keeping a job. Okay, now this is where the females drop out. Like, I've seen it happen so many times. This is where females drop out, is getting out there and actually performing the work, because they think, oh, I'm gonna go out here and weld, everything gonna be easy peasy, I just keep my hood down and it's all good. But that's not the story, because you're gonna have to actually perform the job duties. You're gonna have to get out there and bust some iron. You're gonna be carrying rebar. You're gonna be carrying channels. You're gonna be booking all your tools. You're gonna be going up flights of stairs, elevators, hand and foot, everything. It's just, you have to be physically capable. I'm gonna tell you right now, because if you slow, you're not gonna last. If you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, you're not going to last, and therefore you're not going to get your hours, and therefore you're not going to get your raise, and therefore you're going to be an apprentice for the rest of your life, and therefore you will have no respect. and life would just be a struggle. I mean, but uh, you got to, you have to learn the trade. If you are an iron worker, you're not only going to have to know how to weld. I mean, that's a huge benefit because it's going to keep your job. And if you're good, like if you get really good, you will be majority of the time welding, and you'll be able to even challenge or go to the union and be like, hey, can I step it up a notch and go and become a journeyman early? Now that's possible. There's ways to do that. That's what I did. So, but you're gonna have to know your tools. You're going to have to know the trade of what it is to be an iron worker, for example. You're going to have to know all your parts, your steel parts, whether it's an I-beam, a channel, whatever it is. You're going to have to know terminologies. You're going to have to know bolts, the size of bolts. You're going to have to know the numbers. You're going to have to know, you're going to have to be able to read blueprints quick. When it comes down to any type of welding field in the trades, time don't wait for nobody, because everybody's trying to beat a deadline. And my foreman that trained me, I always give him the respect. And man, I give him the uttermost respect because he drilled me. He made life hell. You know what I'm saying? Hell. I'm telling you, I would have to go into a little nook and cry and just, it was so, and I'm tough, what I mean? My skin, I'm tough. But these men can break you down to where you feel like beneath the dirt. You know what I mean? But you have to learn how to use that as fuel to enlighten your fire and where you want to go. Because I took everything what he was doing, he was grilling me, he was molding me and shaping me because he knew I would face bigger challenges. And if he didn't train me and prepare me for the big sharks, I would have been crushed. A lot of females would be crushed, you know what I mean? But when I say I worked my butt off, like literally I had no butt because I worked it off. I mean, I was faster than the guys. I was quicker in thought. My mathematics. I knew what my foreman needed before 3 steps ago. 3 steps ago, I knew. That's how witty you have to be. You got to be sharp and on it. You got to move fast. You got to be quick on your toes. You want to be able to get the job done without him monitoring you or reminding you or you questioning him. That's going to be another video about an apprenticeship, because that's a skill in its own, being a good apprentice. But
I have been applying for apprenticeship. I have been, because I thought that would be a good way to start.
Well, how did you apply?
Indeed, I got on Indeed. No.
Boo! Get off the computer, y'all. Get off that computer. Listen, you're not applying to be a medical assistant. This is a hands-on job. You gotta physically get your butt up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, put your shoes on, your pants on, your hood on, your boots, get your safety glasses, get your tool belt, get every freaking thing that you think you may need. Get your butt in the car, go down on that job site. And you do your research, find that whoever the foreman is, wherever their connex is, the welding foreman or shop foreman, whatever it is. You find that connex and you have your butt there at the door when he gets there. Don't stop. I mean, you can apply online and stuff like that. Okay, cool. You'll get something, I'm sure. That's how it works. But if you want to get the real grind and you want to get out there and you want to make a name for yourself and you want to make some money and you want somebody to respect you and you want to go in with a bang, you need to get your butt out there on the job site and be there and say, hey, you guys, I heard you're falling a little short, but I'm here to help you out. They're gonna be like, excuse me? Like, who are you? Where'd you come? Where you come from? No, I'm saying you gotta drop your balls. They're in there. You better find them. You gotta drop your balls and you gotta be bold. And if you don't have a certification, bring your coupons. Be like, listen, I just graduated. I'm here for a job. I'm not like anybody else. I'm serious. I love this. Is what I want to do, and I need an opportunity. And you need to tell them what you need. Don't ask. Tell them. Tell them. You got to be a boss. Like, you tell them, I need your help. I need your help. I believe you're the one that's going to give me this opportunity to get my foot in the door. I'm a hard worker. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good listener. I will be an asset to you, and I promise you will not be disappointed. What? I'm here. And then just go from there. Where do I go? I already know where your office is. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to go down there, whatever, and you apply in person. But you go out there on the field, and you find your job on the field. You could solicit your own work before you enter into the union, or even after you get in the union. You don't have to wait on the out of work list. You go solicit your own work, for that trade, for, with the contractors they're working with. So that's how you get, don't sit at home checking your email. That's a bunch of garbage. That's a bunch of garbage. I mean, you could do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. You'll probably.
No, I like that. I like it better to be in person.
Be in person.
You don't want to be in. I thought it was bold, but like you say, you need to be bold.
You have to be bold.
I went up to a couple things.
Yes. So you go in there and drop your balls and you tell it like it is. You have to convince them that you are their missing link. And so some people may be like, oh, well, some guys will brush you off. They'll, laugh, or, you might, but don't be discouraged. Just smile and be like, all right, well, I guess you messed up, and move on, because when you do make it, guess who's going to be looking for you? Trust me, it's happened. Trust me. It's happened. I've had people call me back, apologizing and asking me, will I be willing to come work for him? And I'm like, oh, nah, bruh, you missed that one. You missed that one. But you will, you know what I'm saying? Like, you will have some difficulties. I'm not going to lie to you. I pray that you don't. I pray that, God just open that door and bam, he always provides. But, faith without works is dead. You got to get up and do something. Get in their face. Get in their face. If it's a shop, I don't care, if you're not going to the union, if you're going in a shop, go to the shop, and just, you got to sell yourself. You got to present yourself and sell yourself. Now, if you're not as, if you're nervous, like, oh my God, I've never been out there, like, what if I'm not that good? Look, trust me. All them folks that's already in there, half of them can't hardly, you know what I'm saying? They ain't that good themselves. So, because a lot of them got in there because they knew somebody, or they had some blessed opportunity or whatever. But don't sell yourself short. Be bold and be confident. I had never did stick welding before. I mean, I never took a 7018 weld test. Now I had messed around, I had welded it, whatever, but I never took the test. But one day I went into, well, what happened to me is I would go to the union halls and I would ask for whoever was in charge. I would find out I would call ahead of time, find out who is the person that lets you into the apprenticeship or not without the paperwork and stuff. you know, and you got to be sneaky with your words. You know what I mean? You got to be like a criminal investigator. And I went in there and I would go straight to their face. I don't third party nobody. I go straight to the source. Don't, you know, if the little secretaries want to be talking to you at the front desk and want to question you, listen, I desire to speak to so and so. That's it. Oh, my concerns are with so and so. My matters are with so. You gotta cut them out because they, you know, them girls be, well, he isn't. Girl, bye. Or she, or she. Let me not just assume it's always a male that's in that position. But you know, what happened to me was I actually got. Uh, they paid for me. I've had several unions that I've worked for at different times, and they paid for me to join their union. They paid my fees, my initiation fees, because there's a secret, and I have all the proof. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, you know, I got all the proof. They, because of being a black female welder, but not only did I have this welder name, but they saw my work ethic. Whenever you have like you'll have orientation at these union halls where they take you in the back and it's a physical, like some physical challenge, you know, carrying brick cylinders or a wheelbarrow full of sand or a 50-pound sack of cement, whatever it is. They give you different little tests to do outside so that they can watch your work ethic. That's what it is. So I knew the business. I knew what had to be done because I went to a pre-apprenticeship program named Cypress Mandela, located in Oakland, California. And shout out to them because they really helped us, especially us black folk, have learn work ethic and discipline and respect. So I was first in everything. This little old black girl smashing these dudes. I mean, they're just, you know, nonchalant, like, you know, flexing their muscles. But I was quick, smashing, just going, boom, careful. Just, you gotta focus, get everybody, don't talk to nobody because people are gonna want to talk to you. And so they would pull me in the office secretively and be like, where you come from, who are you, let me see your hands. This ain't no hard working hands, man, you can't survive here. But they were bluffing, you know what I mean? They were testing they were testing my heart. They were testing, am I tough, am I weak, am I easily moved? Because you can't be easily moved in this. You got to have your own mind and hold to it, because people will try to convince you to, oh, try this or do it that way. Well, this is how you do it. Oh, I did it like this. Boy, bye. Get out my face, because they're setting you up. And here you are trying to figure out something new on the spot, and you fumbling and messing up because it's foreign to you when you should have just stuck to your gut and did what you knew how to do and was comfortable in. So you can get work by, you know, presenting yourself and going out there and just super hustling and showing your work ethic. Like I said, several unions have paid for my fee to go in and work for them as a welder. And even I've been on jobs where somebody like, you know, Caltrans needed a welder for some quick job, and boom, you know what I'm saying? I just was hustling work everywhere. Boom, while I'm in town, I could just go ahead and hook you up there real quick and hook you up over there. So yeah, you can do it. You already have the boldness. You got the technique. You know what you're doing. I would just suggest, you know, not saying that you don't have it, because I know you do, but continue to build your confidence, continue to build your boldness, and learn as whatever you can learn. Don't worry about your OSHA 30. If you want to pay for your OSHA, get OSHA 30, because that's what matters. Not OSHA 10. That's a waste of time. Just get your OSHA 30. As long as you have that OSHA 30 card, you're ahead of the game. Get your forklift license. These are things that unions or shops will provide you with if needed, but you want to have value behind your name. You want to have value behind when you go in there and present yourself. You want to come with value. When I came in and did when I go on the job sites and I solicit my own work, I have my resume. I have a copy of all my certifications, all my certs, my OSHA 30, my asbestos, my confined space. I have my everything, all my welding certs, my forklift license, my you know, the boom lift, my scissor lift, my first aid. I have my CPR. You got to get anything and everything you can in your tool belt, because you know what? These other folks don't got it, because you know why? They're sitting on their butt waiting for the company to pay for it and provide it. But if you got the means and the finances to go out and get that stuff on your own, get it. Because then they can see, oh, well, dang, you're saving us money. We don't got to pay for that. She knows she is hungry. She coming out here with stuff that none of my guys even got until they, they had to come through the program. Yeah. So you got to come with some bullets. It is, and it's so sad to say, but it is a battle. It is a lightweight war, and you got to come equipped. Yep. You got to come equipped. Any questions? What you think?
You covered everything. Really.
I told you I was gonna fill your cup.
You did. You definitely did. Because from the videos to video calls, you saw me jot it all down, write it all down, write it all down. I love it.
Yeah, good.
Definitely helps. Valuable. So I just like people say, wait till you get up, like you said, get on the job and to get the certifications. And I'm like, don't spend your money. And I'm a person who like, I might as well spend money, make money to, spend money to make money. I'm one of those
go.
Learn, okay, you have to invest in it's an investment because you're going to make your money back.
That's right.
When I went to school and I seen the men and they have the yachts and the big trucks. And I'm like, one day.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm excited about it. And I just, what you told me is definitely somewhere to start. I can start, and get out there and present what I have. At least have, the OSHA 30, the forklift, something, to start somewhere.
Yes, because you can't. No foreman wants somebody on the job that can't work. You know what I mean? You got to know how to run that boom lift, that forklift, whatever it is. I mean, not no little tiny forklift. I'm talking about the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta. If you can't hop in that forklift with no question, and be legitimate, you might as well just go ahead and hire another journeyman. They don't want to do that because they're more expensive than an apprentice. But let me tell you, I've got more respect. I don't ask nobody. I mean, if this is bad advice, don't follow my advice, but I'm just telling you what I did, but don't follow my advice. I'll be on the job and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've gone on the job, snatched the blueprint myself, after kind of knowing what needed to be done. Just take, oh man, nervous as heck because you don't want to get fired, but you got to take chances. And what I did, I snatched up the blueprint, knew what I had to do. I knew where the steel was. I found a key. I'm gonna say it like that. I found a key to one of the forklifts, and I snatched it up. I got my rigging on there, went and snatched up the metal, and was already lifting it up, putting it on the roof, putting it on the deck, getting, working. So by the time my foreman pulled up on the job site, he sees me on the lift, everything's already on the deck. They like, dang, like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? They like that. They will invest in you. That's their job, to train you. You don't have to know how to use a screwdriver as an apprentice. You don't have to know nothing. But see, it's frustrating when you're trying to meet a deadline. The foreman is trying to make a good name for themselves, and they want they want to have a good team on their hand, and it's the journeyman's job to teach them and everything they need while the apprentices are shadowing them and helping them being a gopher. But if you're an apprentice that can go ahead and do some things, girl, you about to bloop bloop bloop, you move it up, all the way up. So so that's what you want to, that's the type of work ethic, and those are the type of things that you want to consider. I'm not going to say do, but consider, because you don't want to get in trouble. But I mean, you don't have to get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be bold. And if you're bold, you're going to get utmost respect, shadow of doubt. Everybody loves a hard worker. I don't care what they look like. I mean, if you got, no offense to my Latinos or Spanish or Hispanic, I don't know the proper verbiage, so I don't want to offend anybody, but I've worked with gentlemen who cannot speak English, nada, just nada, no ingleso, nothing, but can work their butt off, girl. And you be like, this one right here, connect, but and they get in there and get it done. Oh, what happened? I lost my girl. Where'd she go? Well, we have had technical difficulties. You see how I'm sweating, but it's all good. You know how we be in the heat, y'all. So, man, why my lips should be always ashy, y'all? If y'all got some lip gloss suggestions that got a little bit of color in it, like a little tint, hook your girl up, because I do be in need. I just can't find the right color. I like something with a little pink, a little bit of pink, to bring a little tint to the lips, you know what I'm saying? So, holla at me. Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can pick up with my girl. I thank y'all for joining in on this conversation. I know this was a long video, but I really pray that we were able to help somebody out there and y'all got some type of information from what we were talking about. Like, I really just spilt a whole lot of tea on my girl. Her cup is full. She's gonna be sipping for a while, and I hope y'all gonna be sipping for a while too. You got any questions, holla at your girl. Let me know what's going on. I got drips and droplets, and we gonna make it happen. Okay. Follow me. It's hot. I can't think. I'll put all my stuff down below. Follow your girl, subscribe, like this video. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited for all the comments and all the conversations I've been having with you guys. Keep coming in. My time is your time. We in this together. Ciao.